You have been completely lied to about human trafficking. Do people actually hide underneath your car trying to cut your Achilles tendon? No, they do not. This is an urban legend, and people rarely are going to target random strangers to traffic. Do traffickers often randomly kidnap people from airports? This would be a much more rare situation. Typically with trafficking at airports, like when you see the signs and stuff, they're encouraging you to look for different signs somebody's actively being trafficked. For instance, somebody who's not answering for themselves, they defer to the person they're with, someone who looks malnourished, maybe they look intoxicated, they have clothes that are too big for them, they don't have any personal belongings, and especially if you find some of those signs all combined together. And is your trafficker typically going to be a random stranger? Lots of traffickers use grooming techniques to form a relationship with their victims before the trafficking ever even starts. They're creating a relationship, they're building trust with this person because it becomes a lot easier to psychologically control, manipulate, and coerce that person. The problem here is that trafficking a lot of times is very hard to spot. That's why when we hear things like zip ties being put on our cars, it makes us feel like we have more control because they're definitive things that we can try to look at that might signal someone's trying to traffic you. When in reality, these are not verified, credible means of trafficking, and they are certainly not the most common ones. Please make sure that you help us spread accurate information about trafficking, because when we perpetuate these myths and urban legends and viral videos, it's really taking away from the actual signs and symptoms of the trafficking cases that are happening most often. So we're not even looking for the most common signs.